Hey guys, what's up? This is Dr. Alchemist, M.F.A, the Neo Scholar. I have a Master of Fine Arts in Fashion Design. And why are you watching this? Because I got the credentials and the real muscles. And this light is hot as hell. Please hold. Oh my God. Okay. I had it. I like my lighting to be a little bit more softbox. If you know what that is, you just have like a key light. A key light is something that's directly on you, and then you put like a filter on it. Not a filter that they use on Instagram, but something like a light thin cloth. And I like this. Like, don't you see the difference? Here, we're doing lighting 101. This is, I mean, I think this is great, but we have so much good production in the back. Just bringing it down to the lowest setting and just cranking it up Teamsters. Gorgeous. I like that. I feel like it's more of a mood and I feel like I'm not blasting on your TV. All right. Woo! Today is a day. You know I'm taking today serious. Today is a Saturday, but today is the day because we are doing a recordathon. Yes, I'm doing a recordathon because this is a One Piece video, but also we're a Pokemon channel and Pokemon Champions Regulation NB is out. And then also we're on volume 2 of the Omnibus, volume 4 in One Piece. So it's just like, it's crazy when you have your own YouTube channel because you're like, you have a schedule and you want to get certain things done at a certain time. And I'm like, okay, I'm ready to move on with the chapters, but we got to get these videos out. So let's get, I had not much to talk about, but today is, what are we doing today? So you've already watched SBS, What Is It? Or whatever that title is. Like, what is the SBS? Because we need to know, what it is, what's the origin story, like what actually is it? Because you have your volumes, we have our chapters, but usually every volume or every chapter there's an SBS in it starting in the next omnibus. Okay, and that is just the Q&A for Oda, so we can continue to world build, because as we are reading through the chapters we also need to understand the world, because as my co-hosts, we're all scholars here, we're all neo scholars. You need to just understand that, right? Okay. Then the last, so that was one video I just did previously before watching this. And then also I released what is the Vivre card. I just feel like these are just standard practices because also I'm learning too, even though I do know what the SBS or the Vivre cards, I never really went this much in depth, piece by piece by piece. The Vivre cards, so if you didn't watch, go watch that last video and come back. Vivre cards are like booster packs. If you ever seen like Pokemon cards or Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but they're a little bit of the size of like an index card or like a little bit bigger, of like a postcard. And they have information about characters, islands, locations, front and back. It's really good and juicy. So to continue this informational One Piece segment or series we're doing, because we have to get these done and get this homework in before we at least start the first viewer card, which I'm going to do today. But let's start recording. Today we will be talking about, I found an article. It's called One Piece Eiichiro Oda's SBS Q&A column explained. All right. So I know I explained it to everyone, but I want also, we have a, I'm a scholar. I'm the neo scholar. So we got to also go do some research, kind of see what third party says, kind of see what they're saying, Okay, my shirt is showing. Boom. Yes, I have some different glasses on. This is a little Zoro moment. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you already know what the SBS is, please be part of the community. You are my co-host, so please put some descriptions in your own words what the SBS is. Also, if you notice, check on the post tab. I have dropped some articles. You'll start seeing scholarly articles also based off just my major. So you'll get some blogging. I just started my blog. It's on the post section of YouTube. We have videos. I also just started my Twitch, so that's good. So we'll be doing live streaming soon, a Pokemon Champion content where I'm commentating. as I'm playing with y'all. So we have a lot of growth in this channel because my school starts on June 22nd. Yes, school starts on June 22nd, which is a couple days from here. I don't know when this is going to drop, but it should drop this the weekend of that. And so I need to get everything, the ducks in the row. Like it's no more, oh, we're about to do this. No, we have to have the caption card. We have to do everything, but let's get to it. Boom. So let's record. Boom. And yeah, let's get into this video. As I said, we are on, what is this website called? crb.com. So I found it. And it's called One Piece Eiichiro Oda's SBS Q&A column explained. Okay. Let me take a sip of water. This article is written by Christian Markel, published March 13, 2023, 3 p.m. I think that's so dope that even though this was written or this manga started in I think 1998, 1997. Yeah, 1997, right? One Piece started first chapter. 1997. Yep. And 1997, that was the first issue. As we learn, years later, they had additions with the Vivre Card and SBS. But it's so dope that in 2023, that's how I knew this is relevant because we're having stuff with the live action. We have the new anime coming out in the next couple of years. Um, People are coming in new to the series and want to start from chapter one and want to know what these items or these materials are. So if you're new to One Piece, this is your with the right channel. We're gonna start from the beginning so you can really understand what everything is. Okay. Um, Mr. Christian writes, One Piece boasts of having a very vast and detailed lore. Yes, it does, and that's why I fell in love with it. So much so that the manga continues to expound on it up to the present. Unfortunately, there's only so much Eiichiro Oda, the legendary mangaka behind One Piece, can cram into limited manga panels. Take notes. If you're a up and coming writer, up and coming mangaka, you have to do One Piece. If you want to be the best writer in the world, please follow this formula. I might write an article on it, but this is a masterclass on how to feed your audience. Okay. He often has to cut out details from his work or brush over some details. Fortunately for fans of series, the SBS column exists, and the SBS column is the Q&A column. So while Oda is writing his manga and things get left out, in my head, this is in my head. He's a friend of the show, but he's in my head too. Like me and Oda are best friends. I feel like he keeps a stash of notes that didn't make the cut in the manga, right? And all that stash goes into the Beaver card. And then he also has another stash of fan mail and Q and A's that go to him, which he puts in his SBS column that people like us can write in and ask him questions. And then, then I feel like there's this big One Piece encyclopedia, whereas the master document, okay, like the mothership, that everything goes. And that's amazing. And that's really free content because it's all on the internet for us to access, which is amazing. And then he charges for the physicals, which I think is dope. So you'll get the SBS columns when you get the omnibus. They're supposed to be in between the chapters. We will find that out in the second volume omnibus. And then the Vivo cards you can buy in booster packs and things like that, which is dope. I think only in Japan, but I cannot confirm or deny. I'll check next at my local Japanese manga store, probably next week or two when I go get another book. Let's continue. He has to cut out details from his work or brush over some details. Fortunately for fans of the series, the SBS column exists. One Piece has been published since 1997. Love that. With new chapters continuing to be released weekly. As of March 2023, the series has reached over 1,076 chapters and 105 Takiban volumes. Usually each volume has 3 volumes in one Oh no. It's 105. Okay, I made a mistake. I added 1,076 chapters and 105 Tankimon volumes. Okay, where there's multiple chapters in each volume. I don't know how many omnibuses they are. So 3 times 30 is 90. 3 times 35 is 105. So there should be 35 omnibuses if there's 3 volumes in each omnibus. Come on, kids, math. The manga has also been adapted into a highly successful anime series, which began airing in 1999. And it's still going in the 99 and the 2000. Hey, girl, you're looking for some back, yeah, make it when the gas, yeah, may it rise on the jab, yeah. Girl, you look good, won't you? Big fine woman, won't you? Call me Big Daddy, won't you? No, you can't stand it. Stick bandit that land it, switch it on, hand it. Don't get it out. On it, out. This is my karaoke song. Sorry. I'm feeling kind of lonely. I'm feeling on it. I'll beat that. And that big hummer chick on the hummer chick. I got that like hummer chick. See that pretty cat? I look at that. Hey, a big fine it girl, the dollar, it girl. Hey, I gotta do karaoke, bro. Y'all can't touch me. Anyway, it also hmm, it also has received numerous video game releases. I have One Piece Odyssey, loved it. It was amazing, 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 amazing. And I really think they need to start doing that when it comes to like who can't get it right. What is a horrible live action I can't stand? All of them. Um, um, damn, I trash it so much. Oh, anyway, when they do live actions, it's like, whew. As well as Avatar: Last Airbender. They need to just start releasing games and movies. Well, you know what happened last time? It was amazing. I saw it, but I wish they released more games. And it doesn't have to be based off the lore. It can just be on its own world, which I really enjoy One Piece Odyssey, as well live action adaptations. What is SBS? Colin, look at Ichiro Oda, just big grinning. The SBS, which is short for Sitsumon Wu Boshū Suru, and translates to Untaking Questions, is a popular question and answer column that appears in Takibon volume of One Piece. The column was first announced in the series' second volume. Okay. The series' second volume, but it still continues to provide answers up to the present. The SBS column is a method Oda uses to answer his fans' queries regarding the story, the franchise, or Oda himself. The questions are typically silly, nonsensical, or I have to charge my AirPods. Nonsensical or just plain weird. But Oda always gives entertaining, often informative answers. There's been a couple times, and I think we did cover that last SBS video. I think it came with the birthdays that, you know, fans inquired, like I think with Chopper birthday being on Christmas, and then Oda approved it. If it makes sense, he will approve it. Okay. Oh, I just saw him in the corner. Shout out to Dr. Alchemist and the Council Credentials. They're chilling. Dr. Alchemist, Dr. Dictionary has been talking more lately, so love that for him. And he just start asking questions on the post. He's been asking y'all questions. Make sure you respond to him on the post. You doing all right? Let's get going. However, the SBS column isn't just about humor. Oda also uses it as an opportunity to share additional information about the world of One Piece that may not have been included in the main story, which I love. I told y'all, take notes, take notes. For example, he has revealed the names of characters that were previously unnamed, explain how certain character powers work, and even provide sketches of characters in various outfits or situations. Oda has been providing so much information in the SBS that the One Piece fans who are not reading it are missing out. So this is why we're learning about the SBS right now. This is why we're doing this video. So we went on the Wikipedia page or the fandom page, looked at it, understood it, but then now we're gonna just get a third party's like another journalist perspective to really just punch in that we need to be doing this on this channel. That's providing so much information in SBS that One Piece fans who are not reading it are missing out. A fan wiki has done a great job compiling the many questions and answers from the SBS. But as with every other wiki on the internet, every piece of information on the webpage must be taken with a grain of salt. All the more reason fans should read the official SBS. Okay, we will be having the official SBSs, which is in the book. And so what I'll probably just do it at the end of each volume, crank them out, right? And since I have the book, I will cross-check, do my due diligence that if something's missing on the wiki, we'll cover it. Okay, this makes total sense. Look at this. Do y'all remember when they the last SVS video that you can submit drawings and long as SBS is in it, you can do it and it has to be a certain what you call it? Certain size to be submitted, like the postcard size. I love that we have an example of a SBS, so a fan drawing, which looks really dope, that they submitted and got approved. So look at that. So we have Brooke playing the violin. I love that it says SBS with the notes. It's in treble clef. That's what that means right there. Let's get into the details of the design. Fantastic. You see Brooke, he's playing. He's in his, this is a pre-time skip. So he's playing using his soul fruit. So you see a little soul. See notes playing. You see treble clef. So he's going like that. It's going like that, which is really dope. Some kanji. You see you see Chopper freaking out at Brooke right now, like, oh my God, what's going on? Oh my God. We have Frankie punching Luffy, probably looking at some meat. We have Nami, which is kind of crazy because she has a little small ponytail. So she does have a little shorter hair, but she does have longer hair in the time skip. She does have shorter hair in the pre-time skip. Sanji, hidden Luffy, Frankie, Chopper, and we have Garusop, of course, holding a cross. We're missing Robin. We're just missing Robin. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Why you miss Robin? How you got Frankie but not Robin? Okay. Anyway, the questions cover a wide range of topics from plot points and character development to Oda's personal life, the interests. Some fans even use the column a way to share their own theories and ideas about the series. There's also information about the characters that simply can be added to the franchise, like the heights birthdays of many of the main characters. Has also provided detailed explanations of the unique abilities of the different devil fruits and mechanics of the series power system, which is super good. So we're continuing to learn, continue to grow. And I think it helps Oda too as a writer. If you're writing something week by week, something can fall through the cracks or something that you really didn't fully develop. It's really good that the fans can, like, it's crowd participation. Like, it's a partnership here. I think that's why people are so invested with One Piece. In conclusion, more importantly, the SBS serves as some sort of dump for information that didn't make it to the manga proper. In the latest SBS, Oda reveals Zoro's entire family line, including how he related to the samurai of Wano country and the legendary swordsman Ryuma. He also reviews Otama's lineage. While these pieces of information may not necessarily affect the plot of One Piece, knowing them adds another layer of excitement to the reading experience. Perfect. All right, that's the end of the article. So let's stop right here. Boom. Okay. So just overall, we see a masterclass of the SBS and how important it is for us to read it, but also as us writers, creators, it's a give and take. You have your mainline product, you have your mainline story that you're giving to your fans, right? But then on top of that, you are also giving them extra information, extra lore to world build and really beef that up. And I think that's amazing, I won't say marketing plan, but just a way to build a community. You have your mainline product that's selling retail, where how much it is for the comics. But I guess Marvel and DC used to do that back in the day. You can write in, that's how Jason Todd, my favorite Robin, who I would love to play, um, got killed. That's what they voted on him. They wanted him dead. So that's what happened. So with that being said, is you should do that. You should have a column so people can write in. You pick the best questions, release that. If that's monthly, quarterly, but also your extra notes and world building. Don't just throw those things away. Those things are important. Put it in your Vivre cards and release them quarterly. I think once a month is a lot for a solo mangaka or writer or comic artist or comic book writer or storyteller. I'd say storyteller, a designer. But every quarter, every season, I think you should be releasing at SBS and also like Vivre cards. And if you should maybe have a PR list, or your friends and family, if they're reading stuff, have them ask questions to you and put that in your SBS. If you don't know nobody, I know you know about 10 people. Hey, can you read this and ask me a couple questions? Take those, answer them, and put in your SBS. So even if no one knows you, if it's your mom, your dad, your cousin, put it somewhere or ask anybody to ask questions. Start building that. Okay, I'm gonna stop right here. This was a great article. If you didn't see the last SBS, go walk over there and look at that. If you didn't see the last Vivre card, go walk over and do that. If you're watching this, go walk over to the next one, because we're about to do an article of the Vivre card too. So hopefully it's up by the time you watch this. Hey, remember, we can adapt, we can rebuild, we can win. We can achieve our hopes and dreams. Always remember, keep analoging. And as you can see, if you do, you have more storytelling and more world building to give the world. This is Dr. Alchemist, M.F.A, the Neo Scholar, with Dr. Dictionary and the Council Credentials. We are logging off.